So first things first, we have to talk about a heck of an offseason signing. Our very own, fresh out the box, bowling ball running back. We already had one to make the pins miss and run CMC, but we needed one to run through the pins. And we got just that with signing CJ Anderson. Anderson was a surprise cut in April, with the Broncos releasing him after his most productive season as a pro. 1,000 rushing yards and 200 receiving. While less than ideal for him and his family, and a bit of a low blow by Elway's Broncos, they couldn't have worked out better for the Panthers. Had he been released in March during the first wave of free agency, he'd have drawn much more interest and demanded a bigger paycheck. Instead, the Panthers fill a dire need with the proven player on a great value brand contract. Not to mention, Anderson only just turned 27 years old. We couldn't have drawn up a better script if it were written by Ryan Khalil. Sometimes the stars align and everything just works out, which is either exactly or the complete opposite of what happened depending on your view on this year's draft. The view from my balcony is a little bit of both. But rather than just grade the entire draft, I think it'd be more telling to grade each step of the way. Instead of rating the sandwich, let's open it up and take a look at what's inside. And that's precisely what Chef Blue's ordered up. Draft a la carte. From now until training camp, we're going to shine a spotlight onto each draft pick the Panthers had in their arsenal. Not only looking at the players we ended up selecting, but also the players that we didn't, the opportunity cost of each selection. This in an attempt to get into the mind of a rejuvenated Marty Hurney, who in some ways is an updated version of himself, and in others is, the same old Hurney. But we'll get to that soon enough. Without further ado, I think it's only fitting to start with a blossoming fan favorite.
With the 24th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select DJ Moore, wide receiver, Maryland.
The Carolina Panthers were in the unique position of taking the first receiver off the board, at pick 24 of all places. Something that hadn't been done in franchise history, and this wasn't just any receiver. Our excitement for DJ Moore is pretty well documented. You can check out our top 3 draft game changers video from earlier this offseason. I'll leave a link in the description. And if you did see that video, you know what all the hype is about. Dude is just a flipping fiend with the ball in his hands. I believe that's the scientific term. Moore's someone with enormous upside because he has great speed, a sturdy frame, and insane elusiveness. I don't think words can even do his ball-in-hand ability justice. He's someone who's going to consistently generate yards after catch with sheer elusiveness. And when he doesn't just flat-out make someone miss, he has the strength to bounce off defenders, or on occasion, produce the bounce. That's something we haven't seen since the man, the myth, the Smitty. And speaking of Agent 89, he actually had this to say after we selected Moore at 24.
He's elusive. He'll run through you, he'll run around you, and he'll run away from you. If you really want to know the truth of how I feel, they have never been able to replace me until today. DJ Moore will be at that organization for a long time, and I look forward to talking about him on the network.
From someone cut from the same cloth, that's the highest of praise. Of course, he's not a complete product, otherwise he'd be long gone by our pick. He's still as raw as an undercooked steak, as unfiltered honey. Raw as the Egyptian sun god. Okay, maybe not that raw. But by that I mean he ran a super limited route tree in Maryland, and they didn't ask him to learn much of the nuance of the position. That, and he doesn't always flex his strength in 50-50 jump ball situations, almost like a reverse Kelvin Benjamin. Where KB came in and used his size to box out defenders right away, Moore's gonna use this athleticism to make those same defenders miss after the catch. The key is getting the ball in his hands, preferably in open space. But at the end of the day, he's just a rare athlete. An athlete with all the building blocks to make a beautiful building. He's got the ceiling of an all-pro, and really only the floor of a Cordero Patterson. Not too shabby. So who exactly did we miss out on to get DJ? Well, of course, the first name that comes to mind is Alabama receiver Calvin Ridley. And Ridley is everything Moore isn't. He's a polished, masterful route runner with an ability to make an instant impact with the understanding of his position. He's smart, he's reliable, and he's a solid athlete, but that's all he'll ever be. With a slight frame, average size, and mediocre athleticism at best, he's effectively reached his ceiling. That's not to say he isn't going to be a reliable contributor from the get-go, but the guy's never going to be a top 10 receiver. It really came down to what the team was looking for, and in this case, I think we made the right choice. Much like his ceiling, I was never too high on Ridley. And to really know whether we made the right decision, we're gonna have to travel into the future. If Moore's an electric Pro Bowler, then the pick looks brilliant. If Ridley's a reliable Marvin Harrison type, well then, not so much. As of now, all we can do is wait. The only other player that I really loved at this spot was nabbed by the Packers. I've gotta say, those cheeseheads shafted us a couple of times. At the top of my draft board was now Green Bay cornerback Jair Alexander. He had a meteoric rise over the past couple months as people started to realize that, hey, maybe he's a top 15 talent without an injury-riddled senior season. But the fact that he was off the board and there was no great defensive back options made it clear this would be a tale of two wide receivers, Calvin Ridley and DJ Moore. That being said, I'll give the Panthers nabbing the elusive yak monster a B+. Now, if determining if this grade was crazily low or painfully gratuitous, that's all gonna depend on how the tale of Ridley and Moore plays out. Fingers crossed that Smitty had it right.
They have never been able to replace me until today.
Well, that is all we have for you today, Panther Nation. If you like our videos, like what we do, then be sure to hit that like button, that share button, and of course, that oh so shiny subscribe button. I hear it makes good things happen. In fact, the next 500 subscribers will receive a fabulous prize, an exclusive subscription to all the Brothers Blue new content. It's groundbreaking. I know, it sounds too good to be true, but Papa Blue's got your back. Also, be on the lookout for our next spotlight, this one on speedster and funny man Dante Jackson. Seriously, his interviews are golden. No, not that golden, but we'll get to him too. Be sure to answer our question of the day in the comment section. You become Marty Hurney and you are on the clock with the 24th overall pick. What do you do? Of course, after the initial shock of who the heck are you people and where's my turkey sandwich? You draft DJ Moore, draft Ridley, trade back. Phone a friend. Let's get the discussion going. I will see your beautiful faces soon. Stay blue, my friend.
I'm a boss like Bowser. Did it for my bro like Alja. Did it in a row like Alja. That's nostalgia. Did it without ya. Did it without ya.